Hey guys, and in this video, I'll be explaining about Elastic Beanstalk. So let me give you one example on how do we use Elastic Beanstalk. For example, you wanna quickly deploy any of the application. For example, if you want to deploy a Python application and you don't want to handle other infrastructure. Like, for example, you don't want to handle the EC2 instance or auto scaling or the load balancer when you're deploying your application in the AWS cloud service. So Elastic Beanstalk is basically a quick way to deploy your application without the need of worrying without the need of worrying about handling the other services. So Elastic Beanstalk does it for you. So Elastic Beanstalk is nothing but a platform or service which lets you deploy your application without managing the servers. So for you, so you give Elastic Beanstalk your application code, and Elastic Beanstalk creates and manages the servers for you. So you don't manually create EC2 instant load balancer, auto scaling, and and you don't need to monitor it. So Elastic Beanstalk does all of this for you. So what happens when you use Elastic Beanstalk? So the way you're using Elastic Beanstalk is basically you're uploading your application code in the form of zip file, or you can and then you can choose your own programming languages. For example, you can choose Python, Java, or Node.js, etc., or whichever programming languages that you're using for your application. And and once you upload that code, Elastic Beanstalk automatically creates a EC2 instance where your application is now deployed in your EC2 instance, and it also adds load balancer for you. For example, if there's a traffic, if there's a load of traffic that is trying to send requests for to access your application. So Elastic Beanstalk adds load balancer based on depending upon the traffic, and it also set auto scaling. For example, if for example, like if there's a lot of users who want to access your application, so if there's a lot of traffic, so what Alexa Beanstalk is that it can automatically auto scale your application. Basically, it can increase as many of EC2 instant it wants when there's like a lot of traffic, and if there's like less traffic, then the Elastic Beanstalk can automatically scale down the EC2 instance for you. So b- so basically, and also it can also monitor your application for you. So you don't need to go to CloudWatch and then manually monitor the uh your application. So Elastic Beanstalk does it for you. And Elastic Beanstalk also provides you the URL to access your application. So the important point that you need to remember about Alexa Beanstalk is basically application. So application is basically container for your app. Like it consists of EC2 instance, load balancer, auto scaling, CloudWatch, and other AWS services inside the application. So you just have so that's how application is like a container for your app. And and then second thing is environment. This is where your application actually runs. And there are types of environment that you need to understand. There's single instance which is done for testing, and then load balance which is done for production. And this application version. So every time you upload your code, it becomes a version. So and you can go back and check your old version if you want to if you want to see any modification that happened in the previous code. So what are languages does Elastic Beanstalk support? Like I said before, it supports multiple programming languages like Java, Python, Node.js, PHP, .NET, Ruby, Go, Docker, and you don't need to install them manually. So Elastic Beanstalk does this for you. So like I explained before, so if there are many users that then Elastic Beanstalk adds more issues to servers, and if there's less users, then it removes those EC2 instance servers. So this happens automatically using auto scaling, and also for monitoring, like I said before. Elastic Beanstalk automatically tracks your CPU usage, track health of servers, those log in CloudWatch or in S3. So you don't need to configure this manually. And now I'm going to show you how to create your first Elastic Beanstalk. Hey everyone, and today I'm going to show you how to set up your Elastic Beanstalk and how to deploy a Python web application on Elastic Beanstalk. So let's get started. So go and click Elastic Beanstalk, and then let's go and create an application. And let's say the application name that I'm going to create is my first web app. Okay. So we're going to create this one here, and now we need to go and create a new environment. So here is already we have created here. So just scroll down. Let's choose Python here. Click next, and then after that, let's go. Okay. Let me just review it once. Okay, everything is fine. Sample application, and then yeah, good enough. So let's go and create our instant our IAM instant profile. Let's go and create that. So let's go. You can also choose which one you want, which I've already created. I'm going to show you how to create one. So let's go here, and let's use case. Let's go and choose EC2, and then go to next, and then you need to attach three of the roles. So you got to attach this one worker tier, web tier, and multi-container Docker. Three of the roles has to be attached. So I'm going to click next. So I'm just going to give as the name as AWS 2 so that it can be easy for us to identify which role that we are selecting. And let's just create a role. Okay. So let's go and just press once. Yeah, this is the role that we have created here. The AWS2 Elastic Beanstalk EC2 role. Okay, and let's for you if it's not showing up, let's go and create another role here. Okay, so we're gonna go to next and then go next. Let's one second, let me go back here. Okay, let's go next, click next, and I'm going to give here two two here so it can be easy for us to identify which role is that. And let's go create role. So this will automatically get attached. This policy gets attached automatically. So let's go and create a role. So the role has been created. So let's go and refresh here. So let's go and select this role and let's let's proceed to next. I mean, let's go. And the VPC, you have to select the default VPC. And that I'm selecting the default VPC. If you want, you can create your own VPC. and then you have to make sure you're gonna select the subnets here, and database just don't enable it if it's not required. But if you want, you can do it. So let's go click on next. Okay, so just you can. So I will just choose the default one, and security group. I'm going to select the default. Yeah, default VPC security group. But you're free to choose any of the security group that you want. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. Yeah, let's go to next one. Okay. Let's make the health monitoring basic, and let's disable that, and then okay. So let's go and click on next. So everything has been done. So you can see the uh review of your configuration. So I'm going to create this one, and my LSA Beanstalk is being launched. So let's go, and you can see the event for this happening here. So we're just gonna wait for like a few minutes for the status to be active. So let me. I'll just pause the video for a while, and I'll get back to it. Okay, so the status of my health is green. So let's go and click this one. So as you see, my Python application has been deployed on Elastic Beanstalk, and this is how it is. But you can choose your own Python application and upload it in Elastic Beanstalk. So this can work in that way. So basically, the summary of this video is that Elastic Beanstalk is nothing but a platform as service, which where you want to quickly deploy your any of the application code. It can be Python, it can be Node.js, JavaScript, any other programming languages. So if you want to quickly deploy it without any need of worrying about handling other infrastructure like EC2 instance, auto scaling, load balancer, and others AWS services. So you can choose it Elastic Beanstalk because Elastic Beanstalk helps Elastic Beanstalk manage all of other infrastructure like EC2, auto scaling, load balancer for you. So you don't need to manage them manually. So this is it. This is how you can deploy the Python application or any sort of application on Elastic Beanstalk. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and please do like this video and subscribe to this channel.